Hey, how you doing guys? This is ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to go over all of the editions that are currently available for the Marvel's Avengers. This was just recently showcased, and on top of that there was also a presentation of the brand new trailer for the Marvel's Avengers as well that recently came out. It was like yesterday actually, and if you would have actually watched the trailer for yourself guys, basically you would have noticed a few differences definitely with the characters, especially Thor. Thor looks a lot better compared to what he did before, especially with his costume design and as well as his face and the hair actually. Now the trailer still did not really showcase anything new. Few tidbits of pieces did, but other than that it was nothing really new. And just, you know what, let's get into the additions that currently were I should say publicly revealed, that are you will be able to pick it up. So basically they have showcased clearly the deluxe edition of the content and the game, in that it's of course if you make the purchase of that version, or you can actually go for a more expensive version like a collector's edition version, but they renamed it to Earth Mightiest Edition, basically the collector's edition of the Marvel's Avengers. You know what, at first I need to mention this as well, that since this game has exclusive, exclusivity parts for the PlayStation, obviously you're gonna get additional benefits. As an example, you will get a Talk to the Hand emote, specifically for Miss Marvel. And by the way, also you will get some kind of hex pattern logo dynamic theme as well. Now, meanwhile, of course, if you will pick up the Deluxe Edition with the pre-orders on the PlayStation Store, this will include an exclusive Miss Marvel nameplate, 1,000 credits to spend on superhero customizations in the game, and also the 72 hours early access ahead of the launch. Just as well, I definitely need to mention that this will also be available. You will be able to play the beta version of the game on the PlayStation 4 as well if you do make this purchase, this pre-order. Now, but back into the physical section, I just want to mention that the Deluxe Edition, if you wish to pick up, of course, it will be worth around $80, and so you will be able to pick up as an example an exclusive Obsidian outfit pack featuring all 6 of the heroes, and also the exclusive Obsidian nameplates, and again 72 hours early access as well. But if you are gonna go for more expensive version, as I have mentioned, it will cost up to £210 or bucks around that price. This will come in with the 12-inch statue of the Captain America. By the way, this Captain America was actually already showcased to us before for the other version of the edition. But still, there's a little bit more to it now, because you will also be able to get a Hulk bobblehead, Mjolnir keychain, Black Widow's belt buckle, Iron Man's prototype armor blueprint, Kamala Khan honorary at the Avenger pin, and an Avengers group photo. But yes, also you will get the 72 hours early access into the game as well. Just need to mention that, of course, if you also get like a deluxe edition of the game, you will also be getting the steelbook case. And as such, that's really all there is to it. I definitely need to mention, for example, that, just a bit of my thoughts, what I think about this collector edition of the game. The coolest thing in here, I would want to say, is perhaps only real deal 2 things, as my opinion go. It's the Captain America statue and a blueprint of the Iron Man suit. These are the only 2 cool things I can see. Bubblehead, Hulk, not interesting personally to me. Mjolnir, the hammer anyway. Black Widow's belt buckle, or the Avengers pin, they're not very interesting to me at all. Picture seems pretty cool of the group shot that they had. I still think that Miss Marvel does not work well at all in this group. I think she's a completely unnecessary character. We already know that also as when you start off the game, you will be playing first as a Miss Marvel, and you are going to be coming to each individual Avenger and pretty much recruiting them back and getting them all back into the group again. And so basically, going one by one. Captain America is also going to be there. Of course, we never got to see a chance of him being present during that time, assuming that he's dead or whatnot, but no, he's in hiding. Iron Man lost himself, Hulk is probably doing his own thing, Bruce Banner, and Thor, we don't really know much about him, unfortunately, but still, you know, the collector edition is a ghost. It's definitely not worth it for me, at least. I'm not that excited about it. But the game, the new trailer, like I mentioned, it doesn't seem that interesting either. Because, well, you know, don't get me wrong, it's just the same thing we already have seen before. So a few tidbits of the clips that we have never seen, but still, it does not seem that it's going to be that of an interesting feature of the game. Still, there are improvements that have been done. I can clearly see that, but it's more of a gimmicky, generic sort of a game than more of a AAA standards, as so far as I've seen. Still, it's a good thing that the game got delayed. It's an excellent thing. The game definitely needed to get delayed. In fact, I would even argue to say a little bit longer would have been better. Not for it to come out in September, but next year, in fact. I feel like the game needs a lot more work than actually what they tried to show it off here. Well, I'm presumed I already pissed off quite a few people with the collector edition. Well, collector edition is all good and all that, but the opinion of mine saying that the game doesn't seem that great, I really don't think it does look that great. The trailer did not convince me so, and it just continues not to convince me at all. All the information and the resources and the, you know, a bit of updates about the game seem cool. You know, it's Avengers, what do you expect? Avengers is always gonna have a very big fan base behind it. But, you know, what I've seen in here, did not convince me, at least not yet. Still, there are plenty of time, there's always a chance for me to turn around with my thoughts about this, but still, that's just what I think about it. Alright, hopefully I pissed most of you off about this, but anyway, who gives a shit? Alright, see you guys all later, have an awesome day, and yeah, have a good one.